The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. North Carolina. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Rolling to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. L.J. Collier just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
He's across midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Panthers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, it's Carson, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's third down.
Here's Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. Job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
On to tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 82 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye. He
just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete.
2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And that'll be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. They run the counter. Carson, no gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
No gain.
So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 49 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Right down the
Picked off at the 23. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one will fall incomplete.
Metcalf.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard
This
line.
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down.
Switch it.
From the gun, Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone. And
that's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the 17-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater able to hook up with DJ Moore. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Pride. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Seattle.
From the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At the 12-yard line.
And he'll take this into the end zone.
I see you over there. You scared?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and off we go from Seattle. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. All day, all day.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
First down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
The Panther first down.
Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. One of the best of the last decade or so. Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
26-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. He's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They find some open field here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Chris Carson taking it in as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he goes out right around the 39.
Christian McCaffrey out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And Olsen over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and 8. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go, go, go. Alert, 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 alert.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. On third down, it's Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On first down, Carson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Carson. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run it with Carson. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
52 is the mic right here over there, man.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
2-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Off to Chris Carson.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break in the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Wilson wants to throw it.
At the 36-yard line.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Complete.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
7.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
4-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Jason Myers.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
That's what we are.
Tonight's final.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action with Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A gain of 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
38-yard line, second and 11. To throw is Wilson. Pass incomplete.
Wilson's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To return is Roberts. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at their 40.
Now this time Allen will throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Allen going to keep this one himself. And he whips that one incomplete there. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Allen now on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Moss. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 20.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Brought down back at the 14.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen.
All right, quick observation.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brought him down.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 31.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's good.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Alert, alert, alert.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 7-yard line.
Check, check.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And goal.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt in that 2nd drive, CD. They turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Back into his end zone. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left and a half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on second and long. Allen on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On first down, Carson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. This defense, tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again to Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Come to my work. We want it.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
No gain on the play. 2nd
Play action. Now it's Allen.
at the 37-yard line.
Going deep for Diggs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike check 33.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bruce Irvin and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Carson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 24, Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Seahawks free.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Carson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And Dunbar on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen off the play fake. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Bills 14. Seahawks 10. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flushed out right. And now another one thrown incomplete. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Down Seattle.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Tight end Olsen, right side. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now it's Carson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
26-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This is Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Again, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught, and they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6.
They run it with Carson.
Wilson with the handoff to Chris Carson. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. This is Carson. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Right check, 33.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
For Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got you, punk. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Here's Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
Wilson's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. K.J. Osborne deep for Minnesota. Now Osborne to return it. Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 62 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
54, right there, 54.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Seahawks 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 72 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Taken about 7 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First down, Minnesota.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
49-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Vikings first down.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sharon Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Loss on the play. It's third down.
Third and long for Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass.
Justin Jefferson, 59 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
For the point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Camp, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side, and that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. L.J. Collier in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And 11.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 12 yards there and a 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Minnesota.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
85.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Seahawks 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Shamar Stephen breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
DK Metcalf, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
43 is the mark, boy. 43. Check, 43. Watch the run. Watch the run. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. It's been a long day.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Seahawks.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 43.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Squish, squish, double, double. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 43 is the mic.
Throwing again. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
36 the mic.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
By the Vikings.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead?
Get off the
there
field.
He goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, 56 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Dan Bailey lining up for
They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The 48
throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's
Cousins.
3rd down.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. He lets it fly from Lockett, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 34. Seahawks 29. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Quinton Dunbar on the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
35-yard line.
They're going to try and throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson airing it out for Olsen. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. Wilson, a great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he's going to use his legs here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Brooks coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. And they're going option play on 3rd down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Dalvin Cook.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Wilson. And this is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. 3rd down here. Wilson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe somebody tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 5.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
14.
Throwing now is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
The 2-yard line.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Back to throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Cousins pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
38.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there.